Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a massive, paradigm-shifting moment in tech and global security. We've got to unpack an incredibly urgent timeline and a really complex, dual-edged reality that's staring down global institutions right this very second. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually stopped to wonder what happens when a brand new AI uncovers tens of thousands of hidden flaws in our digital world, literally all at once? Well, it's not some sci-fi hypothetical anymore. This is the very real situation unfolding today, and the sheer scale of this discovery is just completely unprecedented.
Section 1. The Mythos AI Shockwave, uncovering decades of flaws.
The catalyst for this whole shockwave is Anthropic's latest AI model, which they call Mythos. Now, in previous iterations, older Anthropic models were already pretty capable. They found about 20 bugs in the Firefox web browser. But when this new Mythos model was unleashed on that exact same browser, it found nearly 300. I mean, going from 20 to 300, that is a massive, almost incomprehensible leap in capability in a really short amount of time. And remember, that was just one browser. When you zoom out and apply that kind of detection power to all software systems, you hit a truly staggering number, tens of thousands. That's the total count of undisclosed software vulnerabilities that have now been found across the board. Tens of thousands. Just let that sink in for a second. It's like finding tens of thousands of locked doors in our digital infrastructure that suddenly have known keys. It's a sudden, glaring emergency.
Section 2. A ticking cybersecurity clock and the urgent threat.
So we have to shift our focus a bit here, because finding these bugs isn't just some impressive technical party trick, right? These vulnerabilities pose immediate real-world dangers. We are talking about prime targets for ransomware. Schools, hospitals, banks. Right now, thankfully, most of these flaws remain undisclosed to prevent exploitation. But if bad actors figure them out, these critical pillars of our society are at risk of a complete shutdown. To really ground the severity of this, let's look at what the CEO of Anthropic, Dario Amodei, actually had to say. While he was sharing a stage with JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, which is a big deal in itself, Amodei issued this really stark warning. He said, "The danger is just some enormous increase in the amount of vulnerabilities, in the amount of breaches, and the financial damage that's done from ransomware on schools, hospitals, not to mention banks." Look, when the creator of the technology is sitting right next to the head of the largest bank in the US and sounding the alarm like that, we definitely need to pay attention.
And here is absolutely the most crucial point: the geopolitical timeline. Today, Mythos has discovered these vulnerabilities. But Amodei stressed that AI models from China are only about 6 to 12 months behind. 6 to 12 months. That dangerously narrow window is roughly the exact amount of time US institutions have to aggressively patch their systems before adversarial actors can catch up and weaponize those exact same capabilities.
Section 3. Automating the financial world, the commercial pivot. Now this brings us to a pretty profound paradox right at the heart of modern AI. At the exact same time it possesses the power to potentially break the digital world, it's simultaneously being deployed to completely automate it. And that shift is perfectly captured by the number 10. You see, during the very same event where they were warning about these apocalyptic threats, Anthropic unveiled 10 brand new, highly sophisticated AI agents specifically designed to automate dense financial work.
And these aren't your basic chatbots. These new rollouts are built to fully automate investment banking, streamline complex back-office operations, and seamlessly integrate right across Microsoft Office programs. It's kind of like a fascinating split screen, isn't it? On one side, you have IT security teams racing against the clock to patch vulnerabilities, and on the other, the commercial side of the business world is just readily embedding these highly productive tools straight into their daily corporate workflows. And the capability of these tools, it's pretty much unmatched. The company pointed out that its latest widely available model, Claude Opus 4.7, outright leads the industry benchmarks for complex financial analysis tasks. So, what we're seeing is this immense, unparalleled commercial power being launched into the market, right alongside those terrifying cybersecurity threats we just talked about.
Section 4. Building brakes for AI, the call for regulation. So, the big question, how can the industry, and frankly the government, possibly handle a tool with such extreme capabilities and massive risks? Well, Amodei offered a really fantastic cognitive reset here. He compared AI oversight to the automotive industry, asking, can you start a car company without asking, are there brakes on this thing? I love that, because it makes a highly abstract concept instantly tangible.
You just cannot build an engine this fast and this powerful without engineering a way to stop it.
Ultimately, Amodei summarizes his vision for this oversight by saying, "We need a process that operates expeditiously, is fair, but definitely puts guardrails on the most serious things. The industry has to move quickly, especially given that crazy 6 to 12-month geopolitical timeline we discussed earlier, but it absolutely must have active guardrails protecting us against the most severe, apocalyptic vulnerabilities."
Which leads us to a really critical final thought. An article reporting on this very topic actually posed this exact poll question to its readers. Will U.S. institutions successfully patch the software vulnerabilities in time? Honestly, it is the ultimate question that perfectly summarizes the real-world stakes of this ticking clock. With only months to go before adversarial systems potentially catch up, the race is firmly on. So what do you think? I'll leave you to ponder that. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope it brought some vital clarity to a super complex topic, and I will